Hello YouTubers, part 3. Now, let's see what happens here. So, what I always like to tell the person that's about to start the car, look, if I scream at you, tell you to turn it off, turn it off. Because something could still happen and I can see what's going on and I can tell him to turn it off before any damage actually gets done. So, ready, steady, go. Yeah! Oh yeah! Off! Now obviously there's no water in that and there's no power steering fluid, but we're only testing it, so you can leave it going for a few minutes like that. It's not going to cause any problems at all. Also, now it's just been started, you just want to double check everything. Just give the belt a bit of a squeeze, make sure nothing's moved or anything like that, and everything looks good. So what we're going to do now is we are basically going to put everything back together. So yeah, sorted. Now also, obviously that started quite quickly and well. Sometimes I've seen it where, especially diesel, it started and it could be running really, really badly. Now, there's a chance that maybe you've slipped a tooth or something. Depending on the car, on a diesel, if you've slipped half a tooth, you can turn it by hand and it won't lock. But when it starts really badly. Providing it doesn't lock as you're turning it by hand, you will have done no damage. Even if the engine sounds really bad, it just means you're going to have to take it all apart, realign your marks and make sure you've got it right. So don't worry if it sounds bad. You've just maybe done something or something slightly slipped. But it's when you turn the engine and it locks by hand, that's when you're in trouble. Put these covers back on now. One thing we did do, which I didn't film, is I got the airline and I blew out all the dust and the crap that was in here. So we did that. Just need to get these. Make sure everything lines up. Now the bottom pulley, and there is, if you look at that pulley, you can see in the middle of two of the bolts there's a hole. That's not a bolt hole. On the actual car, you'll see a little nipple sticking out. Nipples. See the nipple, John? John sees the nipple. There's a little nipple sticking out, which you have to line that up, because otherwise this will vibrate the car to pieces. You have to make sure you get the little nipple in. It can be a bit of a nightmare to see, especially when you can't take the front away. Now, the nipple's in. Of course John can see the nipple because John's a tit. You like that one, John? Did you like it? Why are you not talking? You're shy. Now I just need to tighten them. Now YouTubers, way we tightened it, we couldn't film it because we were both in the way. But basically, I got John with the big one to hold the centre nut, and with the smaller ratchet, I squeezed the 4 little bolts going around. Now, turn that on. This is a little rubber thing to go over. Now, you don't really need this. And if I throw this outside, right, it'll really annoy John because little things like that really get at him. So he's nodding behind the camera saying you do need it, and I'm saying you don't really. So if I threw this really hard, so he couldn't find it, it would really and utterly annoy him.
The bastard.
I think he wants it on. If anyone has one of these little caps to donate to him, because he's lost one off the engine cover and it's really annoying him. So if anyone's got one of these little caps want to donate to him, give me an email and we'll hook you up. Now, what I'm going to do next is just going to put the fan belt on. Again, new fan belt. You can double check against the old one. We've already done that. Where is the old one anyway? A way to check them is just put them between your fingers and kind of stretch them. And you can see they're both about right. So now, it's a case of remembering how this goes. Oh, I got it right. No, what size span was it? $15 or 16? I think it was 16, wasn't it? 15? Or 16? Bloody 16. Got it. Oh. Oh. No. I haven't got it right, have I? I got it wrong. Oh, I know what I've done. I'm the wrong way around.
He's fucked it up again.
I think no. I thought I had it right. Okay. See, wonderful word of editing. That's the way I had it. Ah, see, smart ass, fucking wrong.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now we got there in the end. Let's put it up. Now, make sure it's all in. It's not too far around. If it is there, that's not right. Push that in. Now, sorted. Now, okie dokie. Now, We got the fan belt on. I'm leaving that cover off for a reason for the minute, and I'll show you why for later. All I've basically done now is I put the 2 pipes in for the power steering oil, and obviously we've still got a few pipes. What we're going to do now is, we can't really film it, but I'll show you how to get it on. We're just literally lifting this up into place, and we're putting the bolts on the front. So once we get it back on, I'll show you basically what we did, and yeah, ready to get it out. Get it out! Now, as you can see, all we've done is we just basically lift this up. We've put the 6 bolts in place. They're not tight yet, they're just in place. So I'm just going to give them a squeeze by hand, obviously do the 2 top 10mm bolts, ready to put a few pipes on them. So I'm just looking at the Audi sign and then 1939 on a takeout. It says Germany underneath it. Oops.
1939.
That's what it says on it, anyway. Right, so we're just going to put this mount back, and like I said, the reason why I do it this way is because when you're trying, if this is in the engine, when you're trying to lift up the whole thing, it can kind of get in your way. I can very easily slot it in now and basically put the 3 bolts in. Makes my life a lot easier. Can you hold that down? And it's sorted. Oh look, John, look, Volkswagen sign. Can you see it? There's Volkswagen on it. He thinks he's got an Audi, but he hasn't. He's got a Volkswagen, and it annoys him. Isn't that right, John? Now, I'll get the thing on that. What size is it? 6mm Allen key. Now, what we've also done is we've put on the bottom intercooler pipe and the bottom radiator pipe. We've also done them 2 as well. So now really we need to go back on the top and finish off the top. So, right, what we've done is I put back the electrical connections here. I put back the top radiator hose. We've also obviously tightened the 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here, and there's a bolt that goes down here. We've tightened them as well, and we've put back the bolts in the headlights. This particular model, you don't have to take them off. I thought you did, but you don't. Right, so really all we're left with now, basically, oh sorry, we've also put the power steering fluid in. We're going to put the coolant next, and we're going to bleed it. And as it's bleeding, we're going to put on the front bumper. And that's basically it. So we're close now. So yeah. Now YouTubers, we've put some antifreeze in. It's the pink stuff, it's the stuff for this Volkswagen. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start it.
Audi.
Volkswagen. German car. A German car. And
Schweinhund.
the Gehalt. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn the heater on inside, full pelt, leave obviously the radiator cap off. I'm leaving this off, this top cover, and the reason is because if there's any problems or burnings or anything, we can physically see. So what we need to do is we need to basically turn the car on and wait until the fan to kick in. So we need to bleed the system to make sure there's no airlocks in it. Because obviously we've took out the water pumps, there's no water in the engine, we've disconnected the pipes, there's no water anywhere. We've put fresh stuff in, so we're going to crank this open, on even, and yeah, go from there. Whoa, 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 whoa! You're a fucking wank. Go for it. Right, so we've left it started. It's heating up nicely. The fan has kicked in, so we know we've got no airlock. We can just top this up, and we can put the thing back on the top. I have put the top cover on because there's no burning, there's no smelling coming out there, which is good. Now all we really need to do is put the bumper back on. These are the 2 bolts I was telling you about, which you have to kind of put your hand in behind here. They're a bit of a nightmare, but that's where they go. There's 2 10mm bolts, 1 on each side. So what we're going to do is, oh, and also there's a clip here for the spotlights. So what we're going to do is we're going to bang this on, and turn the camera on, and should be good to go. Right, just a quick shout out, YouTubers. He's just dropped another one of his clips that go in there. So we need to, someone please donate 2 clips to John. Oh, it's fucking hilarious. Did you find it? Well, so all done, good to go. It's gone, it's working, it's sorted. So look, hope it helps. Hope we've kind of explained everything properly. You know, like I said, with camera angles, it is quite difficult, but it is nothing really difficult either, really. But obviously, set yourself about a day to do it. Replace everything. It's the best thing to do because you don't have to worry then. So yeah, hope it goes well for you. Thumbs up the video, subscribe, and don't forget to get your hands dirty. See you for the next one.